Crusher!
He's trying to guide believers to what he truly thinks is right. He's reading from a manuscript of scientific lore. Throw away the red book, you don't need it anymore. Tree crusher, the Lord of non-belief. If you can't prove it, no one can get ready for the brief. A dead day is skipping, we all know what that means. He's lurking in the shadows and crushing all your dreams. Going to land. Don't believe in cryptids that leave footprints in the sand. Don't believe in spirits appearing from the dead. The only demons out there are living in your head. Dream crusher, the Lord of non-belief. If you can't prove it, no one can get ready for the brief. A dedicated skeptic, we all know what that means. He's lurking in the shadows and crushing on your dreams. Dream crusher, the Lord of non-belief. If you can't prove it, no one can get ready for the brief. A dedicated skeptic, we all know what that means.
How's it going? Oh, I didn't turn on the little comments. Where's that button? There it is. I fixed it. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, there's so many people here. It's nice to see everyone again. We took off last week because I had a death in the family, and I appreciate everyone's well wishes and the messages that I got. Everything's kind of fine. I mean, the gentleman that passed away was a family member, but not someone that I was close to. I hadn't seen him for like 15 years, but it was one of them things where he was a really nice guy, and I figured, you know what, I'm going to go down. I'm going to just say, hey, you know, like see the family and pay my respects and stuff like that. So anyway, how are you guys doing? I missed you guys. Let's say hi to some people real quick. Pharaoh Goth Gal, the Paranormal Engineer, Cyber Psych Quest, Lara B, who I got to meet in person. Oh, and she also, real quick, before I forget, Laura brought the mirror she broke during our superstition show. So we started piecing it back together, trying to see if we could do that. We're almost there. Who else? We got Miss Kelly Skiz. We got Andy 25 Brown. D Kula. I like that. What else we got? Laura B has been a member for 18 months. Look at that. Blast Rights has been a member for 16 months. Malachi has been a member for 16 months. Whoa! I got to meet Blast Rights and Malachi as well during a SciCon, which was awesome. We got to meet them, and they were volunteers. Everyone was volunteers. Laura B had some travel issues, but they got fixed, and she had a great time. Let me see. Who else?
Kit Ford, too.
Who?
Kit Ford, member for 22 months.
Oh, did I miss? Oh, there it is. Yeah, for 22 months. Woohoo, Kit Ford. Thank you so much. Cat Max here. It's date night. We got Tam. I know I mess this up every time. Tam O'Shanter.
Tam O'Shanter.
Donna's not here tonight. She is on vacation. She's been getting so exhausted every single day because it's so hard to sit on the beach and do nothing all day long. So Obscure Reference Man is here with me, helping me out. I know Jade Kitten was in the house. I saw her comment a while back. We got Rebecca is in the house. I'm just trying to get everyone that I can see before I move on. Sarah Bobara. I still have not got an email. You probably have been sending them to me, and I just, for some reason, I don't get them. So, I don't know how to work. I don't know how to fix that. Like, she sends me emails, and I just don't get them. So
well, we can look into it.
Yeah, he's the guy that can fix it. All right. I'm gonna skip through a whole bunch. I see Michael Burkeen is in the house too. I see a bunch of people. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let me get to the rules because we do have a co-host guest tonight, and I'm looking forward to that. So let me get the. Let me find this because I got Tim up on the side here. So let me get the rules up. There we go. Rule number 1 is that you are encouraged to ask questions. That's what this show is about. It's a learning show. So we ask questions. I give you answers if I have them. I give you opinions when I don't have an answer. And then when I have neither, I just make shit up, like ghost hunters do. I'm kidding. Don't get mad. Rule number 2 is that if you do have a question, please start it with a capital Q. And for tonight, you can put them in the chat throughout the night, but we're going to save questions from you guys till the second hour. Rule number 3 is that I don't know everything. The guests don't know everything. Either Donna or Tim, we don't know everything. So just
speak for yourself.
You shush. Actually, you do know a lot.
No worries.
Son of a bitch, man. Sometimes I ask questions and I think nobody knows the answer, and then Tim's just like in the background. I know what that is.
If we can find it, we'll make it up.
We'll make it up. Rule number 4 is the Patrick Swayze rule, and that's be nice. You can be in the chat room. You guys can debate topics. You can discuss them. You can disagree, but please do not degrade or devolve. Degrade? Devolve.
Denigrate.
Don't get over
Be nice. Damn it.
Be fucking nice. Don't be a dick.
Oh.
Or tonight Tim will boot your ass out of here. And rule number 5, which is my favorite, that's drink up, participate, learn, and have fun. Let me take us back here. And now I'm going to bring on our co-host winner. Let me see. I got to make sure I get this right. Louise Reviews. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, wait.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. You know what? I'm going to switch. I'm going to take off the chat box because it's on you a little bit. So I want to get that out of there. I don't need that over your face. So let's change this up where it's.
There you go.
There we go. Now we can see you better. Hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. I am finally feeling myself. Honestly, after SciCon, that's our big science conference, it was 4 days of nonstop go, 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 go. I think Saturday night, I literally passed out in the room. I went up to the room, laid down, and Donna's trying to talk to me. And I had that attitude, like I didn't answer her a couple times, and then she's finally like, "You okay?" I was like, "I just don't want to talk." And that's it. I didn't talk.
Dun, dun,
I was
dun.
I had been speaking for like hours and hours and hours straight, and I just wanted to shut up. I was sick of my own voice. So anyway, besides that, I'm doing great. I'm feeling better. So tonight, you're in charge. I'm putting you in charge of the show. So don't screw it up.
Behave.
But you won a co-host position because you won a spin, and through no manipulation at all from me, you just randomly won a co-host position because you were talking about wanting to interview people and you were a little nervous about it. And as fate would have it, co-host came up in the prize. So here you are. What's this? Cyber Site Quest. Kenny didn't want to talk. Quick. We had done, like, we did tours Thursday morning where both Tim and I spoke, I think literally for 4 hours straight, and just did not stop, just kept going and going. And then we went to the conference and spoke, and we were speaking so much that I was tired of my own voice.
And at conferences, it's nice to talk to all these people, but everybody wants to talk about everything, and you have to explain a lot of things a lot of times, which is not a problem. But by the end, I didn't want to talk either. I don't like to talk normally most of the time, but
it was great seeing everyone. Laura B, Malachi, Blast Rights, and then we also had Julia, the video editor, showed up with her husband Derek, which was great. We got to hang out, meet them for the first time. It was so much fun. They're amazing people. I'm so glad I got to meet them. So, all right. So this is your show. I'm talking too much. Here I go. I'm talking about not talking, and I'm still talking too much. That's because I'm excited. So I'm going to turn it over to you. You can take over. And why don't you start by introducing yourself a little bit, and then you can jump into some questions.
Hi, I'm Lou, also known by some people as Louise. I have evolved over time since 2016 from being a vlogger. People remember you go out and vlogging. It's a little bit like when Kenny does his walking thoughts, which I'm going to steal that, but I'll have scooter thoughts.
Oh, you can steal it. Beardo's already stole it. Mason, I know you stole it. I saw some of your members only stuff, Mason. I see that. It's okay though.
You're an inspiration.
Yay! That makes me happy.
Speaking of Beardo, congratulations to Beardo for his Unsung Hero Reward at the Parameet. Awesome. It's about time that they got recognised for the job that we're trying to do in showing that fakery is not welcome, and that we will debunk it and get the real paranormal actually out there. People like you and Beardo and Seg and people that are just trying to get it out there that there is real paranormal. It's not necessarily spooky, but there's something that's outside of the normal. And for him to win that award, although him and Mike from Real Evidence were well and truly blasted at the end. There's a photo of them asleep on the sofa outside and all sorts online. It's like, oh my goodness, I could never drink that much. I'm an angel.
It was nice to see Beardo at a paranormal themed conference get an award as an unsung hero. I mean, that's pretty cool. And it shows that there might be a shift. I think there's more of a shift in the mentality and the behavior and attitude that we're seeing in that community, where it's saying, all right, you know what, we do need this, and we're tired of the fakers, we're tired of the people bullshitting the community, and we're going to start listening more to the people that are calling it out. So I'm really happy that he won. Really good.
Oh, it was amazing. Although, like, he did catch himself out a little bit when he first went up. I wasn't expecting that. I won't say the swear word. I'll be good.
You can say whatever you want. This is a bar. It's a pub. So you can say what you want.
I'll have a vodka and Coke then, please.
No, I got tea and Coke or tea and rum. I don't have that, but we can find it. We have a Dybbuk box here that, unlike Zach Baggins' Dybbuk box, mine actually has spirits in it. Boom, because I got vodka and whiskey and rum in it.
Oh, dad jokes for days.
She's making fun of me.
Everybody does.
See, you're not nervous. You're making jokes at my expense. That's all right. See, you're fitting in fine. All right, what do you got? What do you got for me?
Right. Just to deviate slightly from the questions I've got listed down, we shall touch on a certain movie franchise that there's been a lot of heated discussion between yourself and Mr. Side-Eye Guy in regards to my personal takeaway from it at the time before anything else was mentioned is that in Raiders of the Lost Ark, if Indiana had not gone to find the Ark of the Covenant, then the Nazis would not have found it, so he just sped along them finding it in the first place. They wouldn't have found it as quickly if it wasn't for Indiana. So bad, Indiana. Don't raid those tombs, but don't give the Nazis the Ark of the Covenant.
So you're saying, I just want to be clear here before we get into it, because I'm going to roll up my sleeves so you can see the white part of my skin. You're saying that the Nazis would have never found the Ark if it were not for Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
All right. So let's break this down. So Marion had the necklace. She had the top of the necklace. So yes, technically they led her to Marion where they found the medallion. However, they were looking for it anyway. They knew about it. So they were going to find it anyway. And if Indiana Jones hadn't been there, she probably would have been dead. They would have had the medallion and they would have gotten the right measurement to figure out exactly where it was supposed to be. But plan B, that was plan A. Plan B would have been they were already digging in that area and they kept digging. So they would have eventually found it. So I don't think Indiana Jones has anything to do with them finding it because he was just in there for entertainment. There you go. That's my argument.
Well, if he'd minded his own business, they would have found it eventually, but not as quickly, so
that's still, they would find it. Yes, not as quickly, but they would have found it.
could have taken them years longer to find it.
Well, I mean, they were right there. I mean, when they have that scene with the bad guys that are walking across, and you see like the sunset, and the one guy that's the archaeologist, he's kind of talking to the Nazi guy, and then he gets distracted because he looks over and he sees a group of people. That was like right there in the camp. That was all part of that big camp, and that was where Indiana was digging. And side note, this is how not smart Indiana Jones is, because he thinks he's safe. He's still digging, surrounded by Nazis, and he takes off his disguise and puts on his hat, like totally saying, hey, look, I'm not one of you. It was an entertaining movie. I enjoyed it growing up. I still watch it today, but I will stand by the idea that he had no real part in the movie except entertaining us as the audience.
Well, entertaining up to the point where they opened the Ark of the Covenant, and as a kid, don't show me melting faces. I'm like, I'm going to blame Indiana Jones and the searching for that arc and the face melting for getting me into horror movies, because that was terrifying, and I can't watch it. Like, they don't scare me now because I know it's like, oh, it's mixed up like stuff to make it look like blood, but at the time when his eyes and everything coming out, his face is melting off, and it's like, oh, help, run.
I was both freaked out, but I was also cheering a little bit inside because I forget his name, the guy all in black. Excuse me.
The Gestapo dude.
Like
I don't remember his name. Not Belloc. Belloc was the archaeologist.
No, not the. There are two guys that melted.
Right.
The one guy, his head exploded. He was the Nazi guy. And then the other one was the one dressed in black.
Yeah, I think he was Gestapo.
He was like, I hated him. Like, he played a perfect character because he played it so well that I hated the character. and you're supposed to hate the character. And I hated him so much. So when his face started melting, I was like, yeah. And then the other guy's head exploded. I was like, ugh.
So Kenny draws the line at exploding heads.
Well,
Face melting is fine with.
Like, when did that come out? Raiders
1981.
81. So I was 9 years old when that came out, and I saw it in the theater.
Well, I'm only 46 this year, so I would have been when I was a bit older, but still, as a young girl, seeing people's faces melting off isn't exactly the best thing. And when you're going to be going to bed,
Arnold Toht is his name. Toht.
Yes, the weird guy,
sadistic Nazi villain.
Good name.
Good name. Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of horror movies when I was young. My mother is very Catholic, so like that kind of movie was not allowed in the house. I wasn't allowed to watch those. I think I told the story that I wasn't allowed to watch comedies, like comedians do stand up, because those movies, when you rented them. So I went to like West Coast Video, which was a rental place around here, and the live stand-up stuff was not rated, and because it wasn't rated, I wasn't allowed to rent it. And that wasn't the policy of the store, that was the policy of my mother. She wouldn't let me rent them, so I had to go to my friend's house all the time and say, "Hey,
Kenny,
yeah,
where there's a will, there's a way."
There is, yeah. I mean, I was a good kid.
Oh, Johnny Depp's debut in the first Nightmare on Elm Street film, and he's like barely there, and then he's pulled into the bed and the gush. It's like, goodbye, Johnny.
Oh my God, those movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. I mean, Friday the 13th. When did that come out? That came out
79, I guess.
Friday the 13th was, oh my God, 1980.
80. Yeah.
Wow. So I was, I was 8 years old, and my uncle wanted to see it. So he took me and his son, my cousin, Stan. We were both 8 years old. He took us to the drive-in theater to watch it. And my cousin and I are huddled down in the foot area because we're scared to death because there's just blood gushing everywhere and people are getting hacked up. And I'm like, why am I here? Why am I here? What's going on? This is not, I want to watch a Disney movie.
I can never get over having to shout at the screen when Drew Barrymore's character gets the killer in the first movie wrong. And I'm like, no, that's not it. What are you doing? You're about to die. Get it right. Everybody who's actually into these things know, and you're going, oh, it was this guy. No, it wasn't. It was his psycho mother. She was off her head.
All right. What else you got?
Right,
are we done? Wait, are we done with Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I'll let you off with that one.
Oh.
I'll still
we're done for now.
I'll still stand by it though.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me ask you some. I guess kind of paranormal science-y questions.
Whatever you
Excuse
want.
me, looking. Right. Here we go. You are famous for saying you investigate how something happened, not if it was a ghost. When did you realize that most hauntings have very real, explainable causes, and why do you think so many people believe it's spirits instead?
Wow, that's a well thought out question. So I guess it really started for me with photography. Photography was my gateway hobby into understanding how to investigate things, because I was so interested in the photographs, because that's really what we grew up with, you know. And I say we because I think most of us grew up with the same kind of thing. Like I watched Unsolved Mysteries, I watched Sightings, which I hate now, but I watched it, and you know, like there was another one. I forget the other show. Sightings, Unsolved Mysteries. What was that? Leonard Nimoy. Was that Unsolved Mysteries?
No, it was In Search of.
In Search of. There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, like, I watched those, and it was more visual. You know, they told you the story, which was cool. You could read the stories in books, and when I heard it on TV, that was kind of the same. But when you saw the pictures, when you saw the video clips, that fascinated me. And when I got into ghost hunting, like, that's what I wanted. I wanted to see that. And there was a contradiction that I was working through, because being a ghost hunter, everyone told me, and this was early 90s, everyone told me that it was rare. Like, you'll be lucky if you ever get one picture of a ghost in your lifetime. And that's how rare it was supposed to be. Yet every group was getting multiple pictures every single time they went out. And it drove me crazy. Like, why is this happening? Why are they getting these results? What are they getting? How is this happening? And that kind of got me down the line of, let me research this. Let me understand photography. And I started reading all the books that I could get on it, watching any kind of videos that I could find on it, and just learning the processes. And that really told me that there is a logical explanation for things. Even mysterious things, when you get like weird pictures or blobs or shadow things or transparent people, there's always an explanation. You just have to have enough information. And that, as soon as I actually got onto the skeptical literature, when I became aware of there was this whole community out there and science, you know, this little thing called science, I realized, like, wow, there is so much more. I think that's when I broke through that Dunning-Kruger effect, where I finally realized how much I did not know. And that made me thirsty, to use the metaphor, thirsty for more knowledge. And the more I learned, the more I realized, like, I still have a lot to learn. I still have so much I don't know. But the main core idea there is that there is a logical explanation. There is an explanation for it, what's going on. You just have to find the information and put the pieces together. So yeah, that's when it really started. As for the second part of your question about why people still, what was it? Why people still believe in spirits? Was that it?
Yeah, why do so many people prefer to believe in spirits?
Prefer to believe. I think it's easier. And I think it's sometimes like a lack. This is going to sound mean, and I'm not trying to be mean. I think sometimes it's a lack of education. Because if you don't know about a topic and you see a strange, say it's photography, because we're talking about photography. If you don't know much about photography and you see a weird photo, it's going to seem weird to you. And if you don't ask for help, if you don't ask someone that knows what they're doing and can explain it to you, it's easy to latch on to this idea, especially if you have these beliefs already that, hey, maybe this is a ghost. Especially if it's in a quote unquote haunted house or any place that's haunted. So I think that's part of it. I also think that, especially today, it's so much a part of people's lives that do this all the time. Like, my job is my life. That I do this. I don't ever stop working. I'm always working. And I think there's a lot of people that do it, especially YouTube content creators. We see a lot of those. And we're familiar with quite a few that this is all they do 24/7. And it's much easier to give into a belief, especially if it's going to make you some money. If it's going to get you the clicks and views that translate into money, it's much easier to rely on that belief rather than try to find a logical explanation, because once you do find an explanation, it kind of just stops. There's no mystery in that activity now. And like for me, that's great. I love it. And then I move on to the next one. What is this? Lack of education mixed a hell of a lot of hope. Yeah. Ignorance truly is bliss for a lot of people. They want things to be paranormal and do not want any information that contradicts their belief. I agree. There are some people that are so ingrained in this. So like this is their life. And when you challenge their belief, you challenge them. They take it personally. Like I really don't take much of this personally. When it comes to like a lot of the drama that we've seen in the community recently, like I don't really bother with it because I don't take it personally. When I do stop working, I don't think about this. I do something else. But some people can't let it go. And when it comes to that, again, it's much easier to be ignorant of something and fall back on your belief than it is to actually try to study it and understand what's really going on. And then there's that happy middle ground. Some people are just happy being there. They're not actively promoting it, but they're not actively trying to explain it. They're just in the middle and they're happy about it. And like, honestly, that doesn't bother me.
Well, one thing you didn't mention is being a skeptic is exhausting.
Yeah.
Because you are constantly thinking, you're constantly wondering if this is true or that's true. You're always weighing things, and it is an exhausting thing.
Right.
So
it is.
Yeah.
When you go into any kind of conference as a skeptic, if you go into a paranormal themed conference as a skeptic, it's usually like you are. And again, this is not saying it's a mean way, but you're usually the target of people's attention. Because it's like, oh, well, there's a skeptic. Let me ask them about this. And most of the time, there's questions that are directed at us in a confrontational manner. But sometimes it's not meant as confrontational, but it comes off that way because the question is usually, hey, I have this picture. Explain that. And that now you're expected to explain something, even a story or something, with very limited information. And where we see it as in, okay, we got to start asking questions because we need more information. Okay, what about this? What about that? What about this? And when we start asking questions, it's seen as in like, you're fighting back with me. You're pushing back. And that's not what we're doing. We're not pushing back. We're trying to obtain more information. So,
I mean, I can relay a couple of stories that happened to me. Obviously, I was a child. What I believe now it could have been compared to what I believed when I saw it at the time, it's obviously going to have been changed by time and obviously watching a lot of the debunking. It could have actually been this or that. So one of the things that happened is I unfortunately never actually got to know either of my grandfathers. So I don't know which one it was, but one night I woke up and there was like in the UK we have the where you put all your towels and things and airing cupboard or whatever, right? Right at the bottom of my bed, that's where that was. And then this shape, and the only reason I knew it was one of my grandfathers because he had a flat cap on. But I'd never met him, so I only really knew photos and stuff that I'd seen briefly, but I wasn't scared or anything like that. And obviously now, in hindsight, I think, oh, I was tired. I just woke up and all these things. So I'm just imagining it coming out of a dream or something. But at the time, it felt very realistic.
right.
And I don't know if it was the same, but I did put my hand down the side of a chair once, and something went. I grabbed my hand and it freaked me out, and I looked down thinking, what's there? And obviously as a kid you believe all these things, so now I'm haunted and the ghosts are coming after me, and why are they coming after me? What did I do? I don't even know these people and stuff. So I mean, I don't know what the explanation is. It could have been just tiredness and stuff, but it could have been real. We don't know. And I mean, like I said, with not knowing them.
How old were you at the time?
Not sure, quite young, I think. It's when we lived we moved home and we lived on the main road. So obviously there's been a lot of factors like the noise from the airing cupboard, cars going past, things like that. So anything could have been creating the shadows. You know how kids leave their clothes and things like that.
Yeah.
Who's going to pick their clothes up when they're a kid? It's like, yeah, mom will get it.
I still do that. I still get yelled at. Pick up my clothes.
Poor Donna. She's got to pick your clothes up.
No, she's like, I'm not picking it up.
I mean, it's a mom's job to pick the kids' clothes up, surely.
Oh, I'm not getting into that argument. Nope. I'm not touching that.
Or dad's if your dad's there.
If the kid can put the clothes down on the floor, the kid can pick them up. That's how I see it.
Depends if the kid's lazy or not, doesn't it, really?
Then for me, that means the parents got to do something. Like, for me, I would probably throw a shoe at my son. Like, pick your clothes up.
I mean, at the time, I probably would be more freaking out, going, ghost, 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 than thinking about picking these things up.
So, I mean, it sounds like you were pretty young. So, are we talking like 5 years old, 6 years old, something like that?
Somewhere around that age, I would say.
Okay. And you had never met your grandfather?
I knew of them, but one of them died of asbestosis, and the other one, I don't know how he died. And the only thing that I know is that one of them wore a flat cap. So if it wasn't imagined, in my imagination, it would have been I saw this specific thing because I knew that specific detail, but nothing else. So I wouldn't have seen an actual person. It would be in a shadow, but then that flat cam.
I mean, it could be, it could have been an optical illusion. And yeah, if you saw it, we don't know how long you saw it. We don't know, like, did you investigate? Probably not. You didn't investigate it at the time because you were so young. So yeah, there's, and this is a classic case where it's a interesting story, but we don't have a lot of information. So all we can do is speculate. So I wouldn't say that I know what it was. Plus, like if it makes you feel good, it makes you feel better, and you're not actually preaching to everyone. Like the way you brought this up to us was, I thought this at the time. Now I look back, and I'm not so sure. I think that's a good attitude. I think that's a great attitude. But it's a cool memory. And if it gives you a little joy that, maybe your grandfather was there, enjoy it.
I mean, maybe they like to come and check up on you. You never know. But there's been a lot of talk of shadow people and stuff. So obviously when you go back in your mind, it's like, hang on, shadow.
It's interesting. Shadow people are like, that term is a relatively modern term. That's not something that was like, has been around for 50 years. Or anywhere close to that. That's really a modern term, and I think it's because everything else kind of got boring, like people would get apparitions or claim they got apparitions, and everyone got them. So what's the next thing? Oh, we need shadow people. Oh, we have shadow people now, and then that kind of like died off a little. I mean, it didn't die off. People still claim that get them, but then it was like, what's next? Oh, demons. Full-on demons. Yes, let's do that. And there's that cycle where it just keep going through newer and newer things, concepts, because what's the next big thing? So interesting. That was a great question. Look at that. we're like 40 minutes into the show, and I think we've only done like 2 questions. That's awesome. I hope everyone's enjoying the show so far.
So do I. This is my first live stream in a very long time, so
you better get a positive review.
Right.
Good guy, but drinks too much.
Shut up. Funny.
Tim.
You got scolded.
Okay.
There's no such thing as drinks too much. I'm a
Yeah.
Yorkshire lass. I'm from Yorkshire. There's no such thing as drinks too much.
Oh, if I get over there, we're drinking.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let me see. What else can I ask
I
you?
like her. She's fun.
I like how I've put things in like little things like this is not real. What is the most common paranormal experience people report that actually has a really simple scientific or logical explanation, and what is the weirdest thing you've ever debunked?
Oh my
I know
God.
you're not a debunker, but
Oh my goodness. Okay. Weirdest. Writing these down. Weirdest thing I've debunked. I'm gonna have to think about that one. All right. Most common claim that has a simple explanation. I would probably, the first thing that comes to mind is long exposures. Long exposure photography. People take pictures. I have been sent so many pictures of either light streaks or transparent figures that have indications that it's a long exposure. So if you don't know what long exposure is, it's when you take a picture and instead of it taking it at a fraction of a second, like really fast, it takes it at like half a second. It takes a second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds to take one photo. And while it's taking the photo, the aperture is open, shutter's open, and it's bringing all the light in. So as you have your camera, if you move it, it's taking in all that light from everywhere. If people are moving in the scene, it's taking in that light that's reflected off of everything that's in that scene. And I can't tell you how many times that people have sent me pictures of their teammates because they're transparent. And usually I figure it out because they're wearing the Ghost Hunters bowling shirt. You know, they have the bowling shirts on with their logo, or a jacket with the logo on it. And you can
transparent version of me with my Louise review t-shirt on.
Yeah, that's probably the number one. And then piggybacking off of that is the light streaks, and we call it light painting. It's a well-known photography technique. But that happens when, like, you see, like, for instance, right here, right behind me, there is a plastic sleeve, and it's reflecting the light from the ceiling. Just like you see the reflections on the sign here. So if you were to take a picture of me and move it around and it was darker in here, those little points of light would actually, as you move the camera, they would paint streaks on the image. And so many people have sent me pictures of that saying, look, there's bands of energy. Drink. Bands of this. There's energy flowing around. That must be a ghost. So that's usually the most common, and it has a simple answer. I mean, it's all you have to do, especially in modern times when everyone was using digital cameras. It was really easy to bring the picture up on screen, and either if it's still in the camera, you just hit the info button, and it would tell you how long the shutter speed was or exposure time. Either one, it'll tell you how long it took a picture. And right there, that's where you stop. You just, all right, look, it took 5 seconds to take this picture. That's the cause. When it comes to the weirdest thing I've debunked, that's a good one. I probably should have asked you a copy for these questions beforehand so I could look them up.
If you can't answer the question, you have to drink until you can.
Oh, my or until I'm passed out on the floor.
Well, that's an answer too.
The weirdest thing. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think about. I don't know. I have to think about this because there's been. I don't know if it's been weird stuff. It's mostly been just interesting or I'm totally cheating. I'm going to my author's page to look around to see like what have I done to debunk and
would your weird phenomenon that happened at Gettysburg to convert you over be considered the weirdest because it altered you completely around?
I don't think so. I mean, that was more of a turning point. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that was weird. I'm just trying. I'm scrolling through just to see what I've done. Weird thing. Oh, maybe the urn. The urn that I did. So there was. I think I've told this story once before, but I picked up a urn at a thrift store. And I love thrifting. I'm a thrift store and flea market whore. I will go every weekend because I love seeing what I can get. You guys all know this. But I picked up an urn. Didn't realize it was an urn at the time. It was just taped up. And I was like, all right, this looks interesting. I think I might be able to make something out of this. And then I took it outside and a friend of mine saw it and she was like, why'd you buy an urn? And I was like, what do you mean I bought an urn? Oh shit, this is an urn. Okay. I got it home. There were some ashes inside, not a lot, but there were some. And when I took all the tape off of it, I saw on the bottom, there was a inscription and it wasn't a professional one. It was definitely somebody did it by hand. But it said JWG Jr. and it had dates. And then it had your father, comma, John Gacy Sr. And I'm looking at it going, John Gacy Jr. Senior, John Wayne. So the W is Wayne, John Wayne Gacy. And I started looking it up. And I realized the dates matched John Wayne Gacy. And I was like, what do I have here? What is this? But then the more I looked into it, the more I realized this is a hoax. Because it's signed. It's almost like his father signed it, saying your father, and then signed his name. John Wayne Gacy was not a junior. Him and his father had different names. Different middle names, so they were not junior and senior. And I also found out that the father died like 20 some years prior to his son. So definitely could not have been him that signed it. So it was a hoax. I wrote an article for Skeptical Inquirer for it, which was a lot of fun. And if anyone's interested, the urn is actually here. It's out in the lobby. I have it in one of the display cases. So that was probably one of the weirdest things I think I've ever investigated and debunked. There was a couple UFOs. The one UFO picture that Malachi's like, it's a nice urn. Yeah, he was here. The one that was the UFO picture that was released by, I think it was Popular Mechanics or Popular Science. They claim to have a leaked photo, and it was done by a pilot. And as soon as I saw the UFO, I recognized it because I'm a comic book nerd and realized that it was a Batman balloon. And I knew exactly what Batman balloon it was. And I was able to find that exact balloon. And I ordered 2 of them, which was good because I think one of them flew away. But I got 2 of them. And my wife, I had her stand in a big open field. I got not only did I have the line for the balloon itself, but I went and got a roll of line for a kite. So I think I had like 500 yards of line, and I tied it to that, and it went all the way up. And then I took pictures.
I had
so
posted,
I could
sorry.
show.
Oh, wrong one. It moved. Sorry, this one.
The what? What? Oh,
this
don't
one.
You hate when they?
Yeah, they move too much.
Zach, I don't think Zach would ever offer anything to me. Except to hit me with his car. So hopefully that answered your questions.
Let's see.
This is fun.
I'm gonna ask this one because I know, especially with psych, there's been a lot around psychics recently.
Don't talk about Dolly.
No.
Okay.
We see so many people online who claim to speak to the dead or solve tragedies, but they often end up hurting families or spreading lies. What is your view on people who use paranormal abilities to profit from grief or tragedy, and how can people spot when someone is fake?
Wow. This is okay. This is a good question. This is a serious question. So I got the first part is what do I think about people that profit from this kind of stuff? I think they are disgusting people. To be perfectly honest, I'm going to be blunt here. I'm not going to hold back. I think they're disgusting people. I think it's criminal because you are claiming something that you cannot do or that you're not willing to be tested to see if you can actually do, which to me says that you can't do it. But you're pretending to talk to someone's dead relatives or friends, which I think is just that's immoral. That is disgusting across the board. Not only are you pretending to talk to them, but you're pretending that they're giving you messages to give to your client. You're taking money for that. You're charging for services that you cannot provide, period. So I do think it's a criminal act, but unfortunately, the law does not agree with me at this time. I wish it did, and I would fight for that to take place. I would caution anyone that if they do believe that psychics are real, test them. You know, when you buy products in a store, for the most part, I know this isn't across the board, but for the most part, there's product testing. There's laws in place to make sure that those products are safe for you to use. Safe to do. There's a lot of services that you do for entertainment and stuff like that, but many of them are also tested to make sure that they're safe. For this, there's no overseeing body. It's pretty much I can charge you money and I can make up things that like your relative is here. They're giving you messages of love and this and that. I think it's a severe problem. And I think it also can lead to an addiction. This is very much like a drug addiction or any kind of addiction where you believe that you're getting that fix. You're talking to a loved one, and especially when it's like someone that's close. If it's a spouse or a child, I mean, the cycle of life, we all know it. You know, like the old pass on and the young become the old and they pass on. That's nature. But we do have things that disrupt nature, and we lose our children. We lose a spouse before their time. And it's really bad. And we go into that mourning phase where it's accompanied by depression and other issues. And for someone to exploit that, I think is disgusting and criminal. So what are you laughing? I'm trying to be serious over here. Why are you laughing?
This is why.
Oh,
it did it again.
Oh, can he even test this? I do.
Sorry.
I totally do.
But that's the point. It's just I saw that I couldn't help but laugh. Sorry.
But yeah, you gotta. There's really not much else I can say about it. I mean, if somebody is claiming that they can do it, have them be tested. We do a test. We can test them. We do a big test here. We have protocols out. We align it with what the people claim that they can do. We make sure it's fair, and they can win a lot of prize money if they can pass. So have them test it. If they refuse to be tested, that should tell you something. You know, if I can say I can do stuff, I can solve mysteries, and I prove it every time I publish an article, I publish a video, when I talk to people on shows and they present stuff to me and we can work through it and figure it out. So I can prove what I can do over and over and over again. And I'm willing to do that. And if I fail, I fail. I can say, look, I don't know. I can't solve this case. That's great. It doesn't work that way. Oh, that's such a bullshit answer. But thank you, Laura. I know we hear that. It doesn't work that way. The funny thing is, when we ask how it works, that's usually one of the first questions we ask. How does it work? What can you do? And then it's only after they fail, according to their own conditions, is when we're told it doesn't work that way. Bullshit. So that's where I'm going with this. And I think I've said it. I said everything I can say about that part. So your second part of your question, can you read that again?
How can someone spot when someone is fake?
How can someone spot when someone is fake? All right. Are we still talking about psychics?
Well, psychics, anybody, there's a lot of faking.
Okay. So, I mean, I think when it comes to psychics, I'm going to keep going with that for now. Again, the first question we should always ask is, what can you do? Like, what can you do? How do you do it? Can you hear spirits? Are you hearing them? Or are you seeing them? And like, for me, a lot of the questions lead to, all right, do you hear or see them, or both? And if they say, well, I hear them. Okay, great. Do you hear them just like you hear me? Yes. Okay. Do they talk to you just like I'm talking to you now? Like clear and full sentences and stuff? And sometimes yes, sometimes I get words, like one or two words. Okay, great. Now you know what they can do because that's their own words. Who are you talking to? Like, what family member are you talking to? They should be able to give me a first and last name. Pretty simple. No beat around the bush. Don't tell me like a father figure or a mother figure, or, father figure could be anyone. That could be your father or grandfather or an uncle that was really close. That could be a family friend, a stepfather.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good one. Because he was so nice.
Yes.
Like, we need more Mr. Rogers in our life. Like, give me a name. It's as simple as that. And if they can't do it, then that's your red flag that they cannot psychic. Hands down. Same with any other thing. Like, you ask them questions. If they say they can see things, okay, great. What are they wearing? Do they have specific jewelry, specific tattoos? Because like that's usually unique stuff that you should be able to describe, especially me. Like, and no psychics are allowed to use this, but when I die and I show up, if they say that I show up for somebody like Donna or my son or something like that, and they don't describe a Thor's hammer with a necklace of two wolves, don't believe them. Because this shit ain't never coming off of me.
But what if you needed to cross the river Styx with Chiron taking you across and you have no money to pay? Shut up, Tim. Okay, I'm done.
I guess I gotta whore myself out. I gotta make some coin.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta get some kind of coins, but that's up to the living, though, isn't it?
Well, you're supposed to have one with you when you pass over, and they're supposed to give you one when you are buried or taken care of, supposedly.
Yeah.
And in that mythology, so therefore you have to pay to go over to the Chiron is supposed to take you across the river Styx and row you over to wherever.
But I thought that was the custom, that those who buried you
are supposed to leave it. Right.
Yeah, okay.
But if they don't, Donna loses all the money because you're gone. So what happens?
I have plenty of coins. I have this awesome coin that was made by Malachi. Look at this. It's a Kraken. And it says SciCon 2026 secret show. Because there. But he made this for me. So there's a coin. That'll go right here. There you go. Right like that.
I've seen you in Monopoly. Oh.
Sorry. But when we're talking about other things, like fake is a dangerous word. It is because it's used often in place of mistaken or belief or I don't know. Because fake is something that I as I see it, it means a deliberate action. When you're faking something, you're deliberately trying to deceive the viewer. Whereas people can make mistakes. If people are ignorant of the science behind photography and this and that, and they couple it with their belief that, like transparent figures are ghosts, and they see a picture that they just took and someone's transparent in it, they're going to believe it's a ghost. They are not faking it because they're not trying to deliberately deceive someone. They are just mistaken and haven't gone through the whole investigation process and learning process. With that said, there are plenty of people out there that know exactly what they're doing and they are deliberately trying to fake it. And look for things. Look for consistent, large amounts of activity with very little investigation. Like just putting stuff out in the open and like gadgets lighting up and beeping and stuff like that, like all the time. I would be mindful of, hey, I don't think so. I'm not really trusting this. I don't think anything's going on. If they give you a background on something, like I had a case, the case of there was I actually worked with Beardo on this, where there was a group. I think it was Elton. Was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't him. It was somebody else. They were in New Jersey, here in the States, and they were in a house that they claimed was abandoned, and that the power was still on. And they did a whole video while they're inside, and Beardo did something on it, and he asked a question about where the house was. He wanted to find the house, which got me interested. And I found out, like, watching the video, these ghost hunters said that the previous owner was a person that harmed children. I'll say it that way, because I don't know what the rules are with saying certain things. Break time. Yeah, we're getting close. Okay. So he had this whole elaborate story about a person like harming children and this and that in the house, and they were walking around it. The more I looked into it, the more I realized it was not an abandoned house. It was actually owned by somebody. They were actively trying to sell the house to a new owner. And I had contacted the real estate agent and let them know, and they had no idea. And I know they went and pressed charges against the ghost hunters. So when they give you a story like that, like this emotionally charged story, especially when it involves hurting kids, fact check it, because you don't know for sure what's going on. And 9 times out of 10, the story is not true. And it's something that they just heard. So fact checking it will show you what they're doing. And like that entire story, completely fabricated. There was no rumors about it. There was no like stories and books. There was nothing. It was actually completely fabricated by the ghost hunter that made the video. And that video was taken down because he did get in trouble for it, which he deserved because he was an asshole. All right. So hopefully that answered your question, but it's break time. So we're going to take our break. Look at this, Lou. You made it through the first hour. Are you excited? Yeah. There we go. All right.
I am the champion. I am the champion.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. So we are going to take a break. We will be back here in 4 minutes and 9 seconds from now.
And now for something completely different.
Welcome, my fellow skeptics. Welcome, one and all. I am the chief investigator. Oh, come along, old chap. We will have a ball. Now if you will excuse me, it's time to open the mic. Good night. Good night. Kenny Biddle's the name, investigating's my game, and I will have at it. Quid pro quo. As the head of this committee, hunting for ghosts can be shitty, but there is nothing better that I know. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? Let's open the bar and ask some questions, alright? Maybe you might find an answer or two. I will find the truth this night and day, and if my name is not Kenny Biddle, then I assure you here I will not stay. Good day! Kenny Biddle's the name, goes hunting, sneak game. I won't let anything get in my way. Too many fakers out there, too many chefs, too many toe tappers, none of it makes any sense. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? Let's open the bar and ask some questions, alright? Maybe you might find an answer or two. Who knows? There may be ghosts in the machine, but trust me, I am not so keen. I prefer to see these things clearly, not in 144 key. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? If you don't think I am right, let's open mic night. Yeah, yeah. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? If you don't think I am right, let's open mic night. Yeah. If you have an answer or two, let Kenny Biddle solve it for you. Let Kenny Biddle solve it for you. The one and only Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle.
Oh, hello, everyone. Oh, wait, you got to unmic yourself or unmute yourself. Is she frozen? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
She's frozen. There she is. Are you there? Nope. Wait a minute. I unmuted you. There you are. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was worried. I was like, oh, no. I have one thing I want to add to the psychic question. Just my 2 cents, specifically with the Dolly, the psychic that Seg has helped call out and got on the news and everything like that. I want to just say, not only do I think her actions are disgusting and, again, in my opinion, criminal, she is the laziest psychic that I've seen in a long time. There's only been a few that I've seen in this category where she uses a spirit box. Hey, Sky Talker. Good to see you.
Sky Talker.
Hey, Sky. Thank you for the 1 membership. That's awesome. But she uses a spirit box and/or the silly Estes method to get her answers. So she's not even psychicking. That's the bottom line. She's doing what any ghost hunter that you see on YouTube is doing. There is nothing psychic about her, which is just, again, that's the laziest shit that I've seen in such a long time.
Don't forget the petition.
The petition, yes. Seg had a petition up to help. I think it's hold them accountable. I forget exactly what he's doing. I would suggest everyone go to Seg's page and look under those videos, and you'll see that he has a petition going against not just Dolly, but the rest of the psychics that make claims that are unsubstantiated. Which is, I agree. I think we all need that. I think we all need better control over that kind of shit. So, all right. You got more questions? I know you do. You emailed them to me. I was like, what's that? But I didn't look at them. So let's just keep the surprises going.
Oh, oops. I accidentally closed them like a Wally.
Oh, no.
All right, show's over. See you later.
Where are you? Come here.
All right. While you take your time, Tim said there's like 2 or 3 questions in the chat. So let's bring up the first one. The one that we were. So Cat Mac is somewhere in the chat, and she said this was early on. She asked, "Is it bad that a guy asked me out for tonight?" And I said, "I can't. I can't. I have plans with some friends, meaning you guys." So first and foremost, I will say thank you, Kat, for picking us over a possible date. With that said, yo, like, go get you some. Like, you had a chance. Like, I mean, did you not want to? Is that it? Like, were you? Oh, what is that? What is that? Like your wingman?
Yeah.
Is that it? When you're like, you have a friend that you're like, hey, I'm going on a date with someone. Be on standby in case I gotta call you. And
well, like, sometimes they go with you and help you too.
Oh, they call. Yeah, they sit like around there and they call if they get a signal.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh, I gotta go. I wonder if that was it. But like, is there anything wrong with the guy? Because I would say, instead of turning him down, invite him over for a meal. Like, order out, get pizza or something.
Make
like
bacon.
That. Make bacon. Bacon. Is Mason here?
That's why I said it.
But then put the show on and have a date night watching this. And that would impress him, because as soon as you pop up and we say hi and I say, hey, there's Cat Mac, it's date night, he would be impressed, because he'd be like,
or he might be scared because everybody knows.
Everybody knows her. Like,
I found the questions. I found them.
Okay, let's get to it.
Back to those. Okay.
Right. You've talked about how equipment like spirit boxes or REM pods are often misused. Do you think there are any tool or method out there that actually gives reliable results? Is it all just interpretation and suggestion?
Oh, these are really well thought out ones. Like, these are really good. So usually when I talk about equipment, I'm talking about ghost hunting gadgets. And
I heard your voice make that inflection that I'm trying to not do the double entendre here.
Right. I'm talking about ghost hunting gadgets, which are your typical like EMF meter, K2 kind of thing, REM pod, your music box kind of thing.
DR60.
DR. Oh my God, what a piece of shit. These are borrowed and or designed to hide what they are and are presented to ghost hunters, and they simply don't do what they're claimed to do, and that's catch or detect or record ghosts. There's no evidence whatsoever of that. With that said, there are some devices out there. There's plenty of equipment that can be used that do give us reliable results. One of which is Beardo's favorite tool, a spirit level.
I was waiting for that.
That's a reliable tool.
Does he now know how to use the spirit
does.
level?
I have one all the time. I take it with me. I have different sizes because you never know. I have the small ones that I can fit in my bag. I take the bigger one, and I also have a 6-foot one. But to check level for floors and stairs and doors and all this stuff to see if there's any kind of funhouse effect, where like if it's unlevel and you walk across it, you might get dizziness because of that. So it's good to have that. Your camera, your basic camera is good to use for reference photos. And that's a good tool because you want to document the area. The favorite tool that I have is a notepad and pen. That's my favorite tool to take notes, to write down stuff, to sketch things. There you go. You got a notepad. Oh, that's a cool one. I like that. Even digital recorders. I mean, not for trying to catch ghostly voices because, you know, there's nothing to say that happens, but they're good for taking notes. Dictation, because that's what they were used for. You know, dictation. If you can't just write it down, or if it's easier, if you're like taking measurements of windows and gaps in the windows and this and that, you can talk into it and then transcribe it later. Great tools. And there's plenty of apps out there. Like, I know there's not just apps. There's plenty of tools out there, but there's some apps that are actually from scientific organizations. There's one that uses the various tools in your phone to check for vibrations and measure vibrations, gyroscopes and stuff like that, where it gives you all the data. It gives you like 100 or more samples per second, and you can monitor how many vibrations or how strong the vibrations are on the floor or a step or something like that, which is great. We need that, especially in recent times when we've been talking about micro vibrations. When, you know, people for some reason put a baseball on the edge of a step and, you know, it falls down and like, holy shit, it's a ghost. No, it's not. It's vibration. So there's plenty of tools out there as long as you're using it correctly. Like, learn how to use it. What does it do? How do you interpret the results? Because even that interpretation, you mentioned that, like, that's important. If you give a tool or like a meter to somebody that doesn't know what they're looking at, they might just stare at it and say, oh, well, there's a graph here. There's, you know, 3 graphs. I'll just pick one and we'll go with that, you know, and they're not deliberately trying to deceive anyone. They just don't know what they're doing. So if you read the instruction manual. I can't tell you how important that is. I mean, and that's coming from someone that usually throws it.
I didn't want to say it, but you're right.
You know, like, I like IKEA directions. It's just pictures. That's all you need. No,
Reading is fundamental.
Yes. Says the librarian. Read the manual. Read the owner's manual. I mean, a good example of this is if you buy a camera. I mean, not many people buy cameras anymore, unless you're a photographer. But if you get a new camera, a digital camera or a 35 millimeter camera, read the manual, because it tells you all about circles of confusion, which other people might call orbs. So it's a known artifact. It's been in manuals for years. It's just that most ghost hunters in general do not read the manuals. So they're not aware of it. They're not aware that we know about it. So definitely read the manual. And yeah, there's plenty of tools out there and gadgets that can work as long as you use them correctly. So good question. Good question. I like that.
A lot of people say, even if it's not real, it's harmless fun, but you've shown sometimes it isn't harmless. When does investigating or believing in the paranormal cross the line from fun to dangerous or harmful?
Oh my God. You have the greatest questions. Sky Talker gifted membership again. Woo! That's awesome. Thank you. Okay. So I guess investigating crosses the line when you tread into territory you're not familiar with. So if somebody asks me a question about plumbing, I'm going to say, I'm not a plumber. I really don't know. You know, I've installed a kitchen sink, and I've installed the water line that goes to my refrigerator so it can pour out water and make ice on its own. That's as far as my plumbing skills go. I haven't done any soldering when it comes to plumbing. I haven't done any of that kind of stuff. So I would have to tell people like, I don't know. But if I just said, hey, I can figure that out, you know, I'll just do it anyway and break out a torch and just start soldering stuff together or piecing things together. I'm going to screw it up. I can guarantee I'm going to screw it up, and it's going to cause more damage than well, it's going to cause damage and you're going to have to pay for it because I'm just going to walk away. And
you're not insured?
That's a good point because I'm not insured for that. And this is a good metaphor for a lot of ghost hunters because they're going into houses. They're going into private homes and they're coming in there acting as experts. And whether they say it or not, they are coming in as like an authority figure, especially when they're coming in with all these Pelican cases of equipment that they have, or their bowling shirts with their matching logos and names and stuff like that, or T-shirts. You know, I mean, it's a fun hobby, but you have to remember you're going into someone's house and you are influencing them. You are influencing their perception of where they live, the place that they feel safe or are supposed to feel safe. So if people are going in there and getting pictures of dust particles and saying, hey, you know, like you have spirits in here, or they're getting long exposures and saying, I think there was a ghost, or there's energy streaks that are in your house, you're going to freak out the owner. And that could lead to some issues like not sleeping, high anxiety. They might actually sell their own home because they're afraid to be there. And I mean, if they have to disclose why they're selling their home, they might lose money on that. If you're dealing with a person that's living there that has some kind of mental health issue, you could push them over the edge. You could tell them that they have demons or ghosts and stuff, and they might take it completely different than what you expect. And if you're not qualified to deal with that, you're going to make it worse. So I think there's definitely harm in what's going on here. I don't do a lot of private homes. And most of the time, they know full well before I go in there. Like, look, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not going to diagnose anything. I can look at the claims that you give me, and I will give you my best guess. And I will give you all the citations. I give you the references. This is where I get my information. I'm not going to go in there and just tell them, I think you have ghosts with no proof. I think that's where the harm comes in.
And if you need plumbing done, call Jason. Because he does both.
So, yeah, I think that's a good example. That's just a basic example of the kind of harm that can be done. And I mean, if we can pile on, again, these are hypothetical situations. So I don't want anyone thinking like, you know, you're using blanket terms. I'm using hypotheticals here where what if the team has a psychic, you know, and they come in and say, oh, well, I see a child, I see a dead loved one, I see this and that. And maybe or maybe not, they did some research beforehand. So they have some information, which is called hot reading. But what if they come in and they give a performance and the family says, oh, you know, I'm going to call them and make an appointment. And now I'm going to start seeing them because now I have a chance to talk to, you know, my parent, my spouse, my child that I've lost. And they get hooked on that, or they're calling once a month and spending how much money. So there's lots of stuff. We could probably talk about this for hours, but I'm going to end it right there and say that that's the end of my answer for that question. I hope that answered. Was that good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as the host says it's okay, then I'm okay.
Sorry, I have to keep looking down. I've got it off.
Okay.
If you could change one thing about how the paranormal community works or how investigations are done, what would it be?
One thing. Change one thing. Be more skeptical. I don't. It's difficult because I really think we all need to keep learning. We all need to understand what we're doing, and the only way to do that is to keep learning. So yeah, I think be more skeptical, ask questions, learn about it. If you don't know, I know like you only asked for one, and I'm giving you like 17. But be more skeptical really covers it, because part of being skeptical about these kind of claims is that if you make one of those T-shirts, Friday House, I want one of those. But being skeptical means you're asking questions. It means if you don't know anything about the topic, you research it. You go look into it, so you familiarize yourself with it, so you have an understanding of it. You want to. You don't take things for granted. You don't say, okay, well, I don't know, therefore I'm just going to go with my own belief. That's not part of skepticism. If I don't know what it is, I work to find out what it is, to understand it better. So I think be more skeptical is just a good general answer, because that covers a lot of stuff. And just, yeah. All right, you asked for one. I'm going to stop at one. I'm stopping at one.
Hey, I'm going to read only part of this question out because I don't know who the heck this person is, and I don't know why I wrote it. MacGyver. I don't know who MacGyver is.
MacGyver?
Yeah.
I know MacGyver.
I don't. What is your favorite piece of tech or gadget that you own, or one that you've built yourself? And what is the most useless or ridiculous piece of ghost hunting gear you've ever seen sold?
Wow.
We're going to be on till after midnight for that.
My best equipment, and then the silliest. Okay. So the silliest, hands down, is the cat ball. Fuck that thing. That is the dumbest tool I've ever seen anyone use. And it boggles my mind that people still use it. The best tool, I kind of already answered that. It's a notebook. A notebook is just there. You can write notes, take measurements, write down your measurements. You can sketch out plans. You can sketch out ideas, write down protocols. The notebook is my favorite thing ever. My like Feral Goth Girl, you said no, it's your brain. I kind of agree, but not completely, because the notebook actually helps me think things through, because I write stuff down and then I can look at it again, because I'll write something down, I'll write something below that, I write something below that, and then I keep looking at everything.
So the paper organizes your thoughts.
Yes, it puts them into a nice area. It organizes them so I can look at them as a whole, not as individual ones, and it helps me work it out. So, yeah, my brain is cool, but I still make mistakes, and being able to write everything down or sketch it down helps me see those mistakes and flaws in my thinking. So, I mean, I have no lie, I have dozens and dozens and dozens, probably over 100 notebooks around in various file cabinets and stuff here, because I've always written stuff down, and that's what helps me process things. So, but yeah, that's my. There you go. That was good. I did it. I did it. I answered the questions.
And you kept it concise.
I kept it concise and kind of short. I'm proud of myself. Yay! That deserves a drink.
I'm going to skip a couple of the questions that I sent you and just go to this one. I know you're a massive sci-fi and tech fan too. If you could have one fictional piece of technology from movie, game, or book in real life, what would it be?
Lightsaber. Lightsaber. Yes. Lightsaber. Definitely. Lightsaber. He's just shaking his head. There we go. Absolutely a lightsaber.
That question, we knew that.
I think everyone knew that. Everyone knew that. A lightsaber would just be fantastic. I would almost guarantee that I would hurt myself within like 30 seconds.
No chopping your own arm off.
No, I would be playing with it. I'd be like, yeah, look at this. This is awesome. Ow! I need a Band-Aid. And Donna would be like, nope, I told you not to play with it.
You don't need a Band-Aid if you're cut with one of those. Come on.
No, it should cauterize it.
It should cauterize.
Cauterize it. Yeah. You call that a lightsaber? Don't start with me, Sky Talker. Oh, that was good. That was a good one.
What is the coolest scientific fact or discovery you've learned recently that has nothing to do with ghosts and you think everyone should know?
Oh, wow. Coolest scientific fact.
A panda is a giant raccoon.
Shut up. Weirdo. Let me see. I recently watched one of the YouTube channels that I watched. It's called Dig It with Raven. And she is, unlike Indiana Jones, she is actually an archaeologist. That's for you, Seg. But she just did a video like a day or two ago, and it was about a skull that was found, and it was from Neanderthal period. It was in a cave, and it was upside down. It was like this cave thing where you had to crawl to it. It was several chambers, and you had to crawl through this hole that barely fit one person. And the skull was upside down, and it had all the what do you call it? The calcified, like it was calcified from the cave drippings and all that. But there were other bones there, and they were able to date it to the time period. And this is a real nerd kind of fact here. They always thought that Neanderthal nasal cavities were much bigger because the noses were bigger. The nose opening was bigger, and it was for more oxygen, and that the inner workings were also bigger than what we have. This skull had it intact. It was the first one ever discovered where the internal nasal cavity was intact, and it was the same as modern humans. And it was, I know it's kind of weird. You're over there falling asleep.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm not falling asleep. I'm thinking the Indiana Jones theme because she crawled through the thing into this and this. She goes into a cave and steals a skull.
It was really cool. Let me see. Skull found in cave with nasal. I don't know, cavity. Let me see if I see pictures of it. There it is. Oh, that's it. Hold on. All right, so I can show you. I can show you guys. Let me see here. Let me share the screen. because I'm excited about it. It was one of them weird things to show up. This was the same archaeologist that declared without a doubt that Indiana Jones was not an archaeologist. And I was like, I like her. She's awesome. So there we go. That's it right there. It was found upside down, but there was also other bones. Let me see if there it is. But the big thing was that the nasal cavity inside of it had certain it was the same thing. It was the same as modern humans. So that's them. They actually put a camera into it. They couldn't take it out because the way that it's in there, it's become part of the cave itself. So they're afraid that if they actually try to take it out, that it'll damage the skull itself. So they were able to get in position and send cameras in, little tiny cameras, to map it out, which was really cool. I think that's really cool. I love that kind of shit. Oh, there she is. That's who I watch. I think she's really cool. She's does really cool videos, really in-depth stuff. So I think our boy Kenny is confused about what an archaeologist is. Indy was a professor of archaeology and did field work aside from random tomb raiding, and those make so one Kit Ford. He's a fictional character. He's not real. So no, he is not a professor.
And yet you're fixated on him.
I am not fixated. You're fixated on him. All he did was tomb raid. We didn't see him do one.
I saw him teaching a class.
Dig. I teach a class.
Well, I teach a class too. So.
Yeah, so we're not professors or doctors.
Yeah, but that is one thing that.
And he was acting. He wasn't really.
So
teaching
he wasn't
the
even
class.
teaching. He was acting in class.
He wasn't teaching.
So he was an archae-actor.
Archae-actor. I like that. That's good. Where's Seg? We need to talk to him. Like he was an archae-actor. Lectures. He was doing lectures. We all do lectures. I lecture all the time. All right. What do we got here? We're at 1 hour and 37 minutes. You're almost through the whole show, Lou.
There's a couple questions for Lou, if you want to bring them up.
Oh, you know what? Let's take a break, because Tim does have some questions for you from the audience. So let's see what we got here.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's start with. Gotta find it. There it is.
You lost it? There you go. John without an H. Hello. We also hung out a lot with Psycon. He was here and he stayed the night, crashed at my place for a night. And if anyone's interested, I have an excellent shot of John's butt when he attempted to kick the punching bag that I have in the backyard, and his pants came like all the way down. And I have an excellent, clear, high-resolution shot of his ass.
And this will be available for purchase.
It'll be available for free. Because it's not my ass. All right. Question from John. For Lou, how did you find out about Kenny's show, and what continues to draw yourself to it? Ooh.
Well, it's mostly from, I started off watching people like Beardo and Seg and stuff, and they started to talk about you and what you do, and I know you don't consider yourself a debunker, but investigating the different equipment and stuff like that. And I found it all very interesting, like the talk with the man the other week, where he was talking about infrasound and stuff, that I paid real attention to what he was saying and the difference between different kinds of these stuff. And plus, you finally outed the fact that things like the ghost at Amityville was just some dude in glasses. Like,
yeah.
Well, we kind of know. So things like that we've seen. And then when people show these pictures and things now, I picked up more from watching you and Beardo and others that, hang on a minute, that reflection behind that person is just somebody else that's about to duck out the way and stuff now. There's got glasses on and stuff. It wasn't for things like that. I probably would have given up, like I've done with some of the other, like the commentary channels and things. It's all drama all the time, and it's like I don't really care what Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson are arguing about this week. Who cares? But like, it's really interesting to me to learn the science behind things like the DR60 don't work like they say it does, and that you can pick up from the EMF readers, like when they've been to 30 East Drive and stuff. There's a lady next door. You'd be able to hear some of the stuff she's doing in her own home. So, and like equipment, you've got your routers for internet and things like that. So if it wasn't for watching you and being guided towards you by Beardo and stuff, our unsung hero.
Yeah.
Well, right. So yeah. I'm never going to stop learning, as we always say.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
I need to get some special tea, though.
You do. I recommend this for everyone. Ages 21 and up. That's it. Good question.
It's 18 in the UK, so.
It's what?
18 in the UK.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
well, then
it used to be 18 in Canada, too.
I'll see if I can bring some over when I come over. All right. Let's see. For Lou from Cat Mac. Did this experience give you confidence for other interviews? You did a great job.
First of all, thank you. Second of all, I did ask Seg, but obviously it's when he's actually available too. I don't. A lot of the people that I've just mentioned that I watch pretty much religiously, I'd like to interview Beardo, possibly Mrs. Geek as well if she wants to.
Nice.
Because she's awesome and she'll keep Beardo in check. Just like Donna keeps you in check.
Hey. Yeah, she does.
Or Tim when Donna's not there. Although he's not doing that great a job.
I let him run free.
He doesn't care.
I let him hang himself. If he wants to do it, go for it.
Yeah, he's just waiting because if I screw up so much, like he'll just take over. He'll just sit down here and just take over the show.
No, I'll ban you. All right.
See, his secret plan is when it gets to 3 a.m., you're going to think that the live stream's ended. You're going to go. He's going to take over for another 2 hours of talking to me.
All right, is that it?
Those are the two for Lou.
Those are the two.
There's a couple other ones.
Do we do any? Yeah, you want to throw one more up there, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
What else we got? Oh, let's see. Sounds. I heard from a nice gentleman from Wales that you were going to do some scientific research at the Conjuring House if Jason gets it. So I don't know what's going on. Jason and I are friends. We've been friends for years. And if he gets the house, like I follow it just enough, and I talk to him pretty much like at least once a week. But if he gets it, I mean, we talked about coming up and doing some experiments, but it really depends on what kind of claims there are. Because as far as I'm concerned, all of the claims, the haunting claims, have been debunked. We've explained them all. We've been able to find that there was no valid information to support most of the claims before Jacqueline took over. And then afterwards, more of the claims are just, there's not much to it. So if anything else comes up, I don't think there's a problem. Jason will let me come in and we can set it up and we can have some fun together. And he's encouraged that. When I've talked to him on the phone, he's encouraged it and said, like, if you want to come up and do something, you're more than welcome to do it, which is great. I think that's nice that he opens that opportunity up. And I'm definitely going to take him up on it. So there you go. That's all I know for now. Like that, we talked about that a while back. And, like now they have all this freaking drama with the name of the so fucking stupid. It's so silly. And I don't blame Jason for that. I blame the other guy. So, all right.
I was going to say, if you mess up any of the plumbing, at least you know Jason.
Yes. I've been trying to get Jason to come here for like 2 years, to come to Buffalo, but
Well, tell him you got a ghost and a plumbing problem, and maybe he'll come and help you with both.
Unfortunately, like every time I've asked him, it's been usually during the winter, and he's like, "Yeah, I know what the winters are there." he didn't want anything to do with it. So, but we'll see. I'll see if I can get him out here.
All right, this is the only other question.
Oh, one more question, Kenny. How does it feel to officially have the second coolest job in the world? John without an H, I think, is referring to you having the coolest job.
I'm too modest to talk about it.
Bullshit. John without an H came here and had a nice tour, and he was absolutely enthralled with the library that we have, and totally wants to take over Tim's job now. Instead of mine, he wants Tim's job, which I guess is okay for me, because now he's not gonna.
Well, I told him I got like 10 years left, so you know.
Yeah, and I have to approve because Tim's mine. He's mine. He's my librarian, and I have to approve any changes.
I'm not putting on that Leia bikini. Wow.
No cinnamon buns. All right. All right. We got, let's see.
We got about 10 minutes till break.
Yeah. Well, we got about 15 minutes to the end of the show. HR. So, you got any more questions? What do you got?
Right, let's see. Do you actually like scary movies or horror games? Or do you just spend all day debunking them? Or what is your favourite one?
That's a funny. Do you like enjoy anything, or do you just work all the time? So I do. I don't know if I enjoy horror movies or scary movies. I watch them. I usually have them on for noise. If I'm working from home, I just have them on because honestly, like for the last 10, 15 years, I find horror / scary movies predictable, very predictable, and there's no scare in it. Usually it was like really good, like jump scares or gore that kind of grossed you out and stuff. Because I love the 80s. Love the 80s. I mean, I think that was the best time ever, but that's just me. But now it's more like they go for the jump scare that you can see coming from a mile away, and there's nothing to it. At least for me. I don't play like horror games. I like open world games because I like games where like we played The Witcher. I played Fallout 4. I like games where you can follow the campaign, or you can just wander around and do whatever you want. That's I'm like, if you ever seen The Big Bang Theory, if you watch that show, like Sheldon, there's one episode where he's sitting there and his character is just walking, and Leonard's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I just wanted to go for a walk." And his characters, that's what I do. I sometimes I get on like either The Witcher or Fallout, and I just walk around because I just want to walk around instead of going outside because it might be cold. But yeah, I don't really get into those kind of games. I like the open world stuff, a little bit more action. I like shooting games, and then I also like puzzle games, figuring out the mystery. I love that stuff. So
yeah, but don't you want to turn off your brain sometimes with that, or is that what the video game walking does to you?
So no, but I want to turn off my brain. I watch fun stuff, Monty Python, stuff like that.
I'm not dead yet.
Yes, you are. You're not.
You will be shortly. Just give it a minute.
This is what it's like in this office. Sometimes it just starts to quotes and goes. All right. What do you got next?
If you could investigate any location in the world, real or fictional, where would you go?
Mars. I would definitely go to Mars. If I could have the first seat to go to Mars to figure it out, I would totally go, and I would plant my own Skeptical Help Bar flag in the soil and claim the planet as mine. Otherwise,
Get your ass to Mars.
as for locations like here on Earth, I would love to. I don't know. It's weird. Like there are so many locations that I've not been to, but I've investigated the claims through like mostly historical claims about the place and being able to like kind of explain or debunk the stories because the history doesn't support it. But if I want to go Raymond Hall, I really want to go to Raymond Hall. Not so much to investigate because I don't think there's anything there. I think that was a complete hoax, but just to be able to see the staircase where the brown lady was photographed, like that would be awesome. Where else would I wouldn't mind going to what's that ranch? Skinwalker Ranch.
I thought you were talking about a different ranch.
No, sicko.
Exactly.
I wouldn't go to Skinwalker Ranch just to screw with the people there, because I think that's a total fabrication. And I would love to just go and talk to the people that run that show and just see how they really are, because I'm curious if there's a difference between what they are, how they act on camera and behind the scenes. It would be interesting to do.
Would you want to go to Oak Island?
Oak Island,
because the same thing. TV show does the same thing.
I've said this before, and I know Donna doesn't like when I say this, but I think Oak Island people are wasting their lives.
Yeah, completely
wasting their lives. Because there's just nothing, and that show just makes up anything, any kind of link to all kinds of legends just to have something to tell.
But that's the show. I mean, before the advent of all this, I mean, Oak Island was definitely a mystery up until, I don't know how long ago, and then TV took it over, and now it's anything that's found on the island is a clue, but But I was thinking of other things. Would you want to go like to California where Patterson film was shot just to see what that's like?
Yeah.
Would you want to go like the Area 51? Oh, you've been there already. So
I've been there. I mean, all the places, Winchester Mystery House, I'd like to go there and check it out. I mean, there's been enough people that I know that have gone and investigated it, but I still want to see things for myself. I am that mind's, I'm of that state of mind where I love movie locations and filming locations, and I feel the same way about all these places that I've heard. I don't think the Winchester Mystery House is haunted. I still want to go there because it's cool and it's part of our lore. It's part of our culture and community. So I want to go there. All these other places that you mentioned, like all the places that people mentioned in the chat, like I want to go to all of these places. I just need to increase my budget here at work, my travel budget, so I can go to all these places.
All right, we'll talk to Stephen Hupp.
There we go. I'm sure he's going to be like, yeah, sure. A couple more grand. All right. Let's try one more question, and then we might go to break and come back if you're willing to go, because it's what, like 3 a.m. now or something, or 2 a.m.?
It's like 5 to 3 a.m.
Oh.
I can ask one more question.
Okay, let's go one more question, and then we'll wrap it up.
Right. I'll ask you this one because I think it's one of the most interesting ones. What is the biggest myth or misconception people have about you?
Wow. Shut up, bitch. He's over here laughing his ass off. Say it. Go ahead. What's the biggest myth?
What's the biggest myth?
Yeah.
That you're drinking rum. That's not real drink in there. He's lying about that. It's just tea.
Oh my goodness. So, biggest myth. I guess I don't know. There's a few. There really are a few. One is that I just don't believe anything, which is mostly true. I do believe in the Force because I know it's fake, but I still believe in it. I that I'm an asshole. I'm out to make everyone look bad. I've heard that quite a lot. I'm out to make people look foolish and this and that, which I'm absolutely not, unless you're a bad person. If you're a bad person, then there's I don't hold myself back, but if you mean well, then I'm just going to help you try to understand things better. I think there was a myth. People think I'm a big drinker, and I am not. The only time I drink is during this show. That's really the only time I ever drink, and there really isn't a lot of rum in here.
No, you drink at conferences and you drink here.
I do not.
You did drink at the conference.
Anymore.
So you can't say I only drink it here.
I drink. Don't. Well, did I drink it?
You see, I drink. Yes, you did. We were at the bar.
Oh yeah, I was at the bar. Okay, so it's usually.
You're not at one every weekend. You're here every weekend.
Usually, this is all. Yeah. When I'm here, this is usually when I drink. That's it. I don't drink any other time, unless it's like definitely at the. Shut up, Cat Mac.
Or at the bar pre-gaming before the show. Or
I saw that.
Oh, all right. I don't drink as much as people think I do.
No, he doesn't.
I don't. I don't know. I think that's about it. I mean, I don't know. Anyone in the chat, do you believe something about me that maybe is not true? I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know.
I mean, they can put stuff and we can stay a bit longer if they want to ask anything. I'm not even tired.
I only drink on days that end in Y. Malachi. Yeah, I think that's about it. Like, there's really not much about me because like you guys that are watching often see my lives when I'm like in my garage, or I'm working on stuff, I'm doing crafts, or the members only that watch like a lot more where I'm just doing normal things. So kind of what I do.
And you were an open book. I mean,
yeah,
it's not like there's any real big secrets other than the.
Well, we won't talk about that,
right?
But like my philosophy has always been it hasn't always. I've learned this lesson. Just be open. I don't really hide anything. Like I try to keep privacy for my family because like Donna is on here, so you guys know about her, but. Like my son, I keep him out of most things because he doesn't. Well, one, he doesn't care. Two, like just to keep his privacy, so he doesn't have to deal with some of the people that we deal with. Same with my wife. Like some of the things that I keep her from just so she doesn't have to deal with it. But otherwise, I'm an open book, and that way, nobody can hold anything over me. I think that's really what it comes down to. I don't want people saying, well, like, unfortunately, like Beardo had the recent drama with somebody filming his house and posting it online or posting it to like friends, which that guy, total asshole. That's just a dick move, no matter how you look at it. But if you want to find out where I live, it's easy to do. It's not that hard.
Yeah, he lives at CFI in his office.
I live here. This is where I live. I have a pullout on the other side of the desk. But it's just I'd rather keep everything out there so everyone knows there's nothing to hide. You can't find anything on me because I don't have anything to hide. So it's always been an open book for me. And that's pretty much it. So yeah. There's really no any myths that are out there about me or people that don't know me and only hear about me. Usually that's what it's from. Like you hear the bad stuff from people that don't know you, didn't interact with me, but they heard about me from someone else and have made up their mind about what kind of person I am, which, is their loss. And
it's not true that you wear a Bigfoot suit around the house.
No, just in the bed.
I thought that was Chewbacca.
A couple of people have asked something about a castle in Pennsylvania, Dracula's castle.
Dracula's
Is there one?
castle.
In Transylvania?
Was that a question in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, you have that?
It's up. Well, it wasn't a question. It was just somebody commented. So.
Oh, Transylvania.
I know they said Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It was.
I don't. Yeah.
I gotta go back, but it wasn't a question.
Okay. Oh wait, there it is.
Think
Would you go?
yeah.
There it is. Would you go to
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania Dracula's castle?
They probably meant Transylvania.
Yeah. Oh wait. So was that? Cool. Oh, Transylvania. Yeah. Later on, they put up Transylvania. I would totally go there. I would totally go to any of that stuff. I mean, if I have a chance to go to castles or historical locations like that, no matter where they are, because I've never been out of the country. Canada doesn't count. I've been to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, but that really doesn't count because it's only like, well, I mean, the farthest I've been in Canada is when I went with you when we went to a comic book thing. We went to a Comic-Con.
That's as far as you went? Wow.
That's as far as in Canada that I've been. So
Cat Mac, come here and kidnap Kenny and take him to
know.
Edmonton for a while.
But if I have a chance to go to any of these other places, I definitely want to go. And I'm taking the opportunity. I think the next 2 years, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. We have a lot of plans set. And I may be crossing the pond. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Might be coming across there and visiting your side of the world, which is great. I'm looking forward to that. So, all right. Let's. Are you good? Do you want to go a couple minutes more? Do you want to wrap it up? It's up to you.
I'm not even tired, so we can go like a few minutes, whatever, if anybody wants to ask anything.
Well, it's 10:04, so do you want to do a break or not?
Yes, let us do a break. I'm trying. Oh, there you are. We're gonna do a break. We're gonna play Tim Binga's song, which we haven't played in a while. So we're gonna be back in 3 minutes and 48 seconds from now.
Librarian Tim Binga has our backs. Lost in research, deep in the lore. Tim has the answers and so much more. An unsung hero of CFI answers the call. Obscure reference man knows it all. If you venture to the basement of CFI, you'll find an unassuming You're chasing facts you need to keep. Don't search online, don't waste your time. Just ask Tim, he's in his prime. Tim, oh, Tim's in his prime. Tim orders books before he's asked. He's kind of psychic or maybe a sage. His vast knowledge leaves us aghast. He knows each title, every dusty page. You'll spot him lurking in the chat. If there's doubt or something's unclear, need a fact, he's quick like that. Tim's got the reference, have no
All right, we are back. Ah, that's a fun song.
Yeah, that's
That's
nice.
funny. I joked.
Thank you, Kit.
I was so I some of those pictures.
Cat Mac. I'm sorry. Cat Mac made that song.
Yeah. Cat Mac did a
Yeah, I
great
forgot.
job on that.
It's been a while since I almost forgot we had done one, but
Yeah.
thank you, Cat Mac.
That's awesome.
We really like it.
All right. So if you got more questions, let's keep going.
Oh. Has anyone got any questions for us?
No, you don't have any more? That's okay. That's all right. If we can do any more questions, we'll take like one or two questions and then we'll wrap it up. But I want to say you have done a great job. You have done an awesome job. You had great questions.
Great preparation.
Great. Yeah. I mean, dude, that was better than most of the shit that I do.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I'm perfectly happy for you to pay for me to come over and work over there with you.
Everybody wants to work here.
Damn. Yeah, this is the greatest office in the galaxy. I have a certificate that says so.
No, you don't.
Yes. Did you take it off?
No.
No.
I think you should read it.
Did you change it? Oh my God. Did you change it?
No, I did not change it.
You changed it. You totally changed
Here.
it. Son of a bitch. Where's this one for me? Oh, something to. He has the best office. For his outstanding taste in cool stuff.
But look at this, the second best office.
Second best office. So he changed my sign and put second best office in here. Son of a bitch. My real one better be in here.
Yeah, it is.
I was wondering. I was looking at it today and I was like, why is it all crinkly? I thought it
That was
just
fun.
wasn't fitting. Son of a good one. That was good. That was well played.
And it came out tonight. I was going to let it go until you found it. I
Well
wasn't going
played, sir. Show us. Yeah. So that's the fake certificate that Tim put in there.
Well, the real one's behind it, so you could show how close
Ooh,
it looks. It was
yeah.
it was a pretty good match.
Yeah, that was a good job. Let me see here. Hold on. I mean, yeah, it's pretty dang close. I mean, the text paragraph is a little smaller, but otherwise,
I had to fit more words in there. I spelled council right. You didn't.
Oh shit! Did I?
Yeah,
Did
you
I
spelled
do-
it wrong.
Son of a bitch! No, I did. Wait, did you spell it right? Oh,
Council, Council.
oh, okay.
You spell SIL.
Oh, it's European.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was honoring my UK friends. That's all. All right. So, what were we doing?
We're going to ask a question.
Oh,
Here's, you ready? We'll put this one up.
If you got one up there, then I'll put my certificate, the right one, back up. John without an H. Lou, what's the most interesting paranormal story, whether you believe or not, that you can tell us? Ooh, that's a good one.
I mean, um, 30 Years Drive is pretty interesting. The other one that they did the film about with the girl who could talk, or supposedly was being talked through by an old bloke.
Oh, the Enfield poltergeist.
Yeah,
Yes.
supposedly being talked through by an old bloke. Supposedly.
See, like those places, I would go to both. So, 30 East Drive. That was. Wait, where was Enfield?
I'm thinking, is that Rendlesham Forest or is that a different one?
Enfield case. That was in Enfield, duh.
Right.
284 Green Street in Brimsdown, Enfield, London. Oh, I wonder how far that'll be from where I might be going next year. I might have to stop there.
I mean, there was the original one, I think, that I've seen the tape library cover on Battersea, the Battersea Poltergeist. I think that came around the same time or before. But I mean, there's a power station and stuff nearby, so who knows why there was all these so-called things going on. But I mean, they're interesting. It's just not necessarily real.
Right. Yeah, I mean, those places like 30 East Drive, I would go to, even though I've seen it so many times through videos, through the eyes of other people that I work with, that I'm friends with. I have the layout. I know what it looks like. I still want to go there. I still want to.
Well, you know, if you and Beardo and some of the others want to invite me along to 30 East Drive, we can do a paranormal investigation together.
We can do an investigation. Is there anything to investigate anymore, though?
Well, we can do an uninvestigation.
Ooh, you know what? I just want to get the pram and push it down the stairs and be like, there you go. Not haunted. I know what happened. Done.
I'll fight you to do that.
All right. Let's see. There
was that one which is by Cat Mac, which is
what
similar.
What is Lou's favorite UK paranormal lore?
I think that's pretty much like I was saying with those.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've got castles and stuff here nearby, like Conisbrough Castle and stuff that might be supposedly haunted. I don't know. The original house at St. Catherine's here in Doncaster, where I live, there was going to be an investigation a number of years ago, but it got shut down by people who said it's disrespectful to go to a place where people who had mental health issues had been housed, so it didn't happen. But yeah, as long as it's not disrespectful to anyone or anything, it's fine to go to somewhere, but obviously you've got to be a bit careful with where you go.
Right. There is a question there about 30 East Drive. Is 30 East the Black Monk house? And I do believe that is where the Black Monk has been seen. Although the only times I've ever seen like evidence of the Black Monk, it was just really crappy video. I haven't seen any actual good pictures or anything like that.
Filmed on a potato.
All right, I think we can wrap this up. I think that you have done an excellent job for your first co-hosting duty. Very, very good. I give you a big clap. Yay!
And there was much rejoicing.
If you could put a shout out to Seg and Beardo that I've done an excellent job, that might help.
I'll see what I can do. I think you did great, and we got everything working good. That's good. You had great questions. The preparation was awesome. So continue with that. and then when you're ready for Seg, when you're ready for Beardo, when they eventually come on, you'll have great questions and really make them think. And then just, especially with Seg, just make sure you tell him that I'm right and he's wrong about everything. And that's all that matters. So with that,
That'll be a very short live stream if I tell him that.
I'm sure. Let me see if I have any announcements. There is not a lot that I can actually talk about. I do have a guest coming up on July 17th for the Skeptical Help Bar. It's going to be Nick Dennis from the You Don't Scare Me YouTube channel. I was highly impressed with some of the stuff that he was doing, especially he has a background in security camera and security surveillance cameras, and how they work, how they operate, the systems, and I think it's going to be fun. I got to do some preparation because I'm going to look up security cam footage videos for him to look at and actively explain why we're doing the show. So that should be fun. That should be entertaining and educational. I'm looking forward to that.
I was just going to say, if anybody wants to co-host on my channel anytime, wink, wink.
There you go. You go over to Lou's Reviews plus
Community Army.
Community Army. There you go.
The army part came out of the fact that we are a community, so it's like a kind of army-ish thing. I've got, probably embarrassing to admit on a live stream, I've got a teddy bear dressed in an army outfit and boots on the sofa. It's supposed to be me.
That's not embarrassing. I have one of those. I have a Build-A-Bear.
It's so cool.
It's a Build-A-Bear.
It is It's a Build-A-Bear, and it's called Army Lou Bear.
Oh, we probably have the same one. It's all dressed in camo. It's got boots. Yeah.
My daughter had an Elmo that I got a Batman suit for.
There you go.
That was from Build-A-Bear. I'm Batman.
I don't care if I'm nearly 46. At the end of the day, I like the comfort of them. So,
okay.
You know what? I am 50-something years old, and
50.
No, you're only 21.
Yeah, right.
No, he's not even legal to drink.
50, how old am I? 54, and I play with toys. I have no problem playing with toys. I love toys.
It's part of your job.
Yeah, it is.
Well, then it's part of my job too.
There you go. See, yeah.
Can we put the channel in the chat?
So yeah, let me put it up here, and I will.
If you can find it, I hope.
Please.
Yeah, John Michael asked.
Lou's Reviews. Dun, dun. Lou's Reviews. Wait, that's not it. Where? I did have it. Where'd it go? Lou's Reviews plus. Dun, dun. I'm looking for the link. There it is. I got it. Oh, I wasn't subscribed. What the hell? I wasn't subscribed.
Now you are.
Now I am. All right. Copy. And I'm going to paste it in the chat right now. So it should be coming through. So you guys can follow the link when it pops up in chat and go over to her channel and subscribe. Check it out. Give her some content.
Tell her where you came from.
Yeah. Tell her that you came from the awesome show that she co-hosted with me tonight. And didn't there it goes. Okay. It's getting screwy with Facebook. All right. Oh, look at that. You're already getting subscribers. That's awesome. Okay. So let's wrap this up. I don't have any announcements other than what I just said. Next week will be an open mic night, as far as I'm concerned, because Donna will be back, and I don't have a guest set up, so we will have an open mic night. So we'll see what happens. I might have a guest. I don't know. Well, I got to do some work on that. I have some ideas for guests that I have to reach out to some people. But other than that, have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy yourself, and remember, never stop learning, because that's the important thing. And Lou, you stay on board. Don't go anywhere yet. Hang out till after the outro video is over, and we'll chat some more. Everyone else, Have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Hey, diddle diddle, here's a little riddle. Who's the best at bunker is a Kenny Biddle? Oh, he's good, not just a little. Not at the bottom or even the middle. Strike a chord like a fiddle. Tasting the rainbow like a skittle. That's fragile and brittle. You can watch him take a problem and start to riddle the problem away. He does not play, he takes his job so seriously. He loves a challenge and won't turn you away. He's such a skeptic, he keeps stones believers exposing the fake. It wouldn't take him long to find a needle in hay. Use a magnet, damn it. Now take a drink of Kenny's specialty. Some may say that's not for me. To each their own, one will be. Man, Kenny's such a skeptic, drinking skeptical tea. Like and subscribe, everybody turn notifications on. And go watch his show and forget about this song. Mr. Wizard or Bill Nye the Science Guy, can you remember? You like Kenny better, so head to the skeptical help bar and meet the bartender. Pick up a drink and relax, cause nobody does this better. Not even close, not even a little. He's the one and only Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program, In Progress.